I didn't have time to film this morning, but I was just chilling in my car eating breakfast. So it's like 7:51. So then I'm like, okay, like I need to go inside. So then I pop my door open, and then there's a cat there, and I feel like I might have hit the cat, like just slightly, because I swung my door out. I didn't even think that to like look at if there was a cat or anything like that, but yeah. So I feel bad, and then the cat like backed up and stuff and was staring at me, and so I like opened my door like just enough for me to get out, and then I was hoping the cat didn't like crawl in my car or anything like that. And then the cat was still there, and then I closed my door, and then I like locked it and stuff like that, and then the cat like walked like around my car. Yeah, so I feel bad, but like I don't think I hit it that hard. I think I just like bumped it because there was like a little bit of force, you know. Yeah, I took a couple pictures. I'll insert them right here. And yesterday I stole someone's boat. They're 3D printed. They have a little 3D printed boat on like their like ledge of their desk. As I was like taking and stuff like that, then I started walking away, and then the guy comes up and he's like, oh, were you looking for someone? And I'm like, no. And he's like, is someone stealing my things? And I'm like, okay, like I took your boat, I was just gonna borrow your boat. And today I put my 3D printed Squirtle on top of the boat, so I think it's cute. 2:25 p.m. and I just got to my car for lunch because there's just so much happening at work. There's like things have failed and stuff, and I've had 3 meetings of the same meeting basically. So I had a meeting 10 to 11 to talk about this, like the failures and stuff like that. And yeah, it's like an internal meeting. That meeting's just all engineering. And then the PM sends a meeting invite for 11 to 12 and invited the customer, and then I'm just like, what? And then our meeting's over, whatever, we all leave and stuff, and then she chats me at like 11:02 or 11:05, something like that, and she's all like, oh, the customer's coming at 11:20 today, please go to the meeting room at that time. And I'm just like what? Like we're not ready for this. And like in the meeting 10 to 11, the quality manager guy even emails her and is all like, we're having an internal discussion, we're not ready to talk to the customer yet, because like what are we going to say, sorry, and then that's it, like we don't have enough evidence yet. But then yet she still has this thing. And yeah, and then since I saw the message that the customer is coming at 11:20, I saw it at like 11:15. So then me and the quality girl, because we were both together, we're like, oh my gosh, like we need to tell the quality boss. So we went to go talk to the quality boss, and then that PM lady was there talking to him, and then she's all like, oh yeah, the customer's already here, they need you to come. And yeah, and then the quality boss goes to talk to the equipment engineer boss guy, and then my boss, who's the director of engineering, and then they're all talking and stuff, and then me and the quality girl are just standing at the quality boss's desk, just like waiting. And then that PM lady leaves, and then they wave us over, and then we're like, what? So then we go over there and talk to them and try and gather like some data and stuff like that. And then this other PM lady comes, and because there's like, they're transitioning from one PM to another. So then the one who's like transitioning to be the new PM for this account comes over, and she's like, this higher up guy and the customer were like on a call and stuff. And then that higher up guy said, oh yeah, you can come on site. But then that higher up guy apparently is not even here. Like he was driving to a different customer. So like he scheduled this whole thing, and then he's not even going to be there. But yeah, so then that lady's just like waiting, and then we're all still just like not going to the meeting yet because we're trying to figure out what to say to the customer and all that. Minutes pass, and then the PM boss, well, there's a new PM boss, but the old PM boss, who's now part of business development, comes over, and then he's like, oh, that higher up guy is saying you need to go over there. And then we're like, what? And then he's like, yeah, the higher up guy called me and sent me over here. So now 3 people at this point have come by asking for us to go over there. So then we're like, okay, fine. And then the quality boss and equipment guy both like head over there, and then I'm like, oh, like quality boss, like do we need to come, me and the quality girl, because we're not like management or anything. And then he's like, no. And I'm like, okay. Then the PM lady is all like, oh no, you guys need to come. And I'm like, what? And then she's like, the higher up guy said. So then me and the quality girl followed and then went. Yeah. And then we were discussing stuff. It ended at like maybe 12. And yeah, and then we split ways, you know, as usual. And I was trying to do work, and then the equipment guy sends a meeting out at 12:30 for 1:30, and I'm like, okay, like, I guess I need to go to lunch right now, or else I'm not gonna go to lunch probably. And then this PE comes to my desk, and he's like, oh, can you help me do this? So then I just lost my window. So yeah, so then I stayed, and then he left, and yeah, and then I did more work and then went to the meeting. Then it was like 1:30 to 2, and then in that meeting, then I got a task. I had to go find something, so then I had to go find it, and then yeah, and then that leads to right now like 2:30. I have no more meetings for today, but then again, I thought today I had no meetings, and then I ended up having 3. So yeah, it's currently 2:56, and I drove to Target. I was gonna buy some stuff, but you know, because it's 2:56, there's like a bunch of people here, so I think the line is gonna be too long. But I'm looking for Jumbo Fruit Loops. All I see is Go Packs, so that might not be it. However, I did find cutie cuffs, which I've seen like TikToks of, so I might get one, depending on if I think I can see. Oh, I think this is Rafiki, if that's an option, because from the top it looks like a monkey or something. Okay, actually, correction, this is a Squish'em, but this is a cutie cuff. So I wanted a cutie cuff, but this is the only one of Disney. I'm tired and exhausted. There's just so much happening right now. And I have a meeting, but there's people in the room, so I just came outside to get some sunlight. I have to go in like 2 minutes for my meeting, but yeah. June 20th, 9:15. Today's already going terrible because I had my like morning meeting and stuff, and then people are asking questions, but like I don't know the answer. But as I was walking to my car and stuff for like right now, I walked past the finance area, and they're playing music, and they're playing Domino by Jessie J and singing along and stuff like that, and I'm just like thinking like, why is the energy over there so good? Because like they're all just like chilling, having fun, and still getting work done. And then my department is like, everybody's just breathing down your neck. Like, okay, just like the vibe, like the energy switch is crazy. But yeah, currently 2:14. I just drove to a different Target because earlier this week I drove to one Target, and I saw something I kind of wanted. They don't have the cutie cuffs, but I think I'm gonna get this Lego. I'm gonna go check out with this. Oh, I didn't get the, okay, I have to go to the candy. Now that I'm checking out, I may as well just buy the candy while I'm here. I got 2 things of hot tamales. I found the Chips Ahoy. I'm gonna go check out real quick, and then I gotta go back to work. I need to put everything in a bag, but really quickly, here's a haul. I got this Lego, Chips Ahoy, and 2 boxes of hot tamales. And I bought a pickleball like a week or 2 ago because I didn't feel like talking about this earlier. The meeting I had with the customer and stuff like that was a QIT meeting, and then it got taken over by upper management talking to the customer and stuff. This like equipment manager guy is like proposing all these ideas and experiments that we can run and stuff like that, and the customer's like, oh, okay, cool. And then they commit to meeting on Tuesday to talk about this. So then then the meeting ends, and then the equipment guy's like, oh, so what's the plan? I'm talking directly to you. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, so then I tell the plan, and then he's like, oh, you're missing one thing. I'm like, okay, like, I'm sorry. And then that guy is like, oh, you need to get started on this right now. But like, I I have other customers, I have a meeting I have to go to. So then me and the quality girl talk about this, and then I'm like, I have to go to a meeting, but like we got the game plan down. So yeah. Then I go to my meeting, and then he goes to the room, but then he's like, someone's in there, and I'm like, okay. So yeah, so then we walk the complete opposite direction, but like this guy's in 2 knee braces, because he injured himself, and then the other one because it's his bad knee and it's overcompensating for the one that just got injured. Yeah. But so we go to a different room because it's open, but I'm like, oh, someone has it booked, and he's like, it's dark. So we go in there, and then the people come like 15 minutes later, and then yeah, they take the room, and then he's like, you want to go for a walk? And then I'm like, sure. So we go for a walk, and then we get to his car, and then he opens his trunk, and then he sits on his trunk, and I'm like, oh. And then he's like, then he pulls out a like camping chair, and then he sits on it, and then I sit on his trunk. Also today in the mail, I got a package for the Guinness World Record, so we'll see what that is. I'll probably take a picture and show you.